feel energy that you haven't felt for you're not sure how long you've been asleep.
I kind of shake a little bit as magic has always been weird to me. I've never really understood it.
The shaman's magic, though effective at times, was never as such. He typically would just light things on fire.
True. Alright. Feeling rejuvenated, I am going to kind of move my arms a little bit as they feel weird.
No doubt. A tingliness.
And I'm going to kind of stumble out a thank you in common.
Alright, so you're still in this cage full of fish. Are you climbing out?
No. I'm still in this cage, still attentive to the shaman.
Alright, fair enough. So you can only speak Kobold at this point, I'm assuming. Or did you take Common?
No, I actually know both Common and Draconic.
Okay, sweet. Is it Kobold or is it Draconic? I can never remember, actually.
It is Draconic.
It is Draconic? Okay. So that said, does Don Vita have Draconic?
Don Vita has Common and Abyssal, and he has Dwarvish.
Okay, fantastic. With that in mind,
well, I did.
You're barking out at first in
the common tongue.
Yeah. First you're barking out in Draconic, and then realizing this guy's not understanding you, at which point you shift to Common. I'll rely on you to come up with the proper accent for a kobold speaking Common. But, what do you say?
They kind of
feel the kobold. Feel the kobold.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you
yes. Go. And then I just kind of like lightly tap his head, like as in like give me the blessing, and it said, may the gods be with you. And I try to emanate my true essence of life and goodness in life, and kind of give him the vibes.
The good vibrations.
Yes, the good vibrations over.
All right. With that said, you give him a pat on the head through the cage. He pats you on the head. What now, gentlemen? The fisherman looks at you and says, "Father, I don't mean to be rude. I must get these fish into a storage, salting and whatnot, getting to work before the sun goes down. Do you understand?"
Yes. This. Thank you for your patience. This deed has been done. I will remove and take the child with myself, and I will deal with the rest of it. As for you, please go ahead and take the food. The people will need you. They need to be fed.
I thank you, Father.
And then I send him a blessing again.
I am allowed to come out?
Yes, please do. Come. And then I kind of just like tell him to come out, and kind of was
you
like...
backing him upwards? Okay, cool.
I climb up and out. Can I do a little a flip on my way down to the ground?
Roll acrobatics.
9 and 5 for 16.
9 and 5 for 14. You managed to do a quick once-over with your legs swinging down and planting perfectly, just Mario style, ta-da, right in front of him.
Okay.
Camera sweeps down to show you up close there as you turn and fall over from the sheer weight of your massive yin-yang mace. Because why not?
Man, I see.
Now, may I have my key?
It's like, what do you speak of?
The key in the pouch.
Oh, you mean the key that the fisherman had?
Yeah, that very key.
I'll tell you what, I don't know anything about this, but you must have been in really rough trouble regarding your injuries. Speak your story and I'll give you the key.
I don't remember. I was dreaming. It was cold. I wake up. I'm in a cage.
Do you remember what happened before you were sleeping?
No, no, it's all very dark and cold.
I see. Perhaps we can help. We can find somebody in town that may knows of where you're from. Do you remember where you come from?
I come from the tunnels. Always the tunnels.
What tunnels?
Our tunnels. The
Our
tunnels
tunnels.
home.
Ah, and if I were to point at a map, could you understand it?
You're not
I
sure
can show you all
what he
the
means.
tunnels.
You're not sure what he means by map.
He doesn't know what I mean by map. Okay. I see. I say this. I say we do some, some little getting ready for a long trip, and maybe I could help you get back to your town.
That would be very kind of you. Very kind indeed.
I see. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Let's not waste any minute. I have a long rest of the days and many things to get back to. So let's get along now.
I kind of scamper along behind him as he kind of walks through town.
And you're headed towards the church?
Yes.
As you guys make your way along, the camera pans with you as you find your way to the staircase and disappear from view.
See. Okay.
Camera's gonna pan out, and these guys are gonna get cleaned up, and a loading screen shows up.
Buffering.
Buffering, yeah.
Buffering.
In the church, assuming that I'm a scholar as well, I will have perhaps some sort of map regarding the terrain and possible tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some ancient tunnels.
Throw me investigation.
Okay, let's see here. Do I
As
have
well as
luck with me?
persuasion.
It's an investigation, right?
Investigation and then persuasion.
Yeah, sorry, they fell up. All right, here we go. Okay, man, that's really low. 6. And then my persuasion is 11.
What's your charisma?
-1.
Oh, shitty.
Yeah, I really went for the sort of intelligent.
Going into the libraries, this massive rotunda. It's a bit of a tower, and it sprouts up and goes down into the earth a ways. So it's a squat building from the outside, but descending down the stairs, you speak to Isabella. She sits at the main desk, and she's a svelte old lady who is extremely well read, very short on words, and always reading another book. You see her talking for hours with the custodial crew, as specifically one fellow on there, but you don't pay a lot of attention. Anyway, she doesn't like you for some reason. You're not sure why. You try talking to her, and she just keeps giving you the cold shoulder. As you approach this time around, it's more of the same. She gives you a, "Hello, Don Vita. Always a pleasure." And
What's
you
her
need
name?
to look something else up. And see, this is why we don't get along. I keep telling you, and you keep coming begging for things, and you don't even know my name.
Yeah, that's
So it
probably
is,
why
Don Vita.
you don't like me.
What do you need? And she hears you out, and you describe that you need access to the maps room and blah, blah, blah. And she just points you towards the key rack for the public stuff and says, "Sign yourself in and out. Bring the key back in a due course. On your way." And you say, "Well, can you look up this stuff for me? I was wondering." And she says, "No," and passes you along. And so there's your 6 in your... And so it is. So you have a bunch of keys sitting on a wall. And that said, she points you towards the wall where she's pointed out that there is a key there to the maps room available for you to use.
Oh my god. Okay. Do all the keys lead to the same different place in the library?
No, there's a couple different, like, there's different vaults, and you can unlock, like, there's books that are chained up that you have to unlock to take them down and read them.
Are the keys labeled?
Yes, very clearly.
Okay, so I'll take a key, I'll look at the keys and take the one that says, topography or geography or
no, there's
maps.
just a maps room. There's just a maps room key. It's
Oh,
just
it's
got
just
a
a
little
maps room
compass
key?
rose
Okay,
on
I'll take
it.
that
That's
key.
it. Yeah, you take the key, you write your name in a book. That's the proper procedure. I don't know if you want to or not. It's up to you.
I decided not to write my book as a way to show how much I dislike her.
Roll sleight of hand, because she's watching you like a hawk.
All right, let's see. Oh, jeez.
Please tell me you
That's a 3.
know 20. Oh, did you? So
She notices.
you literally played off as you're just being a prick.
Yeah, that's
So
what
there
I
you go.
really wanted to do, you know, but because she obviously mocked me and says,
No, that's
I don't
fine.
like you.
You act like a prick and then throw the quill to the side, and there's like a little splotch of ink that blotches against the page, and you walk off.
Yes.
It's kind of the equivalent of taking the negative response in any Mass Effect game. She gives you a grimace and a roll of her eyes as the camera sweeps across her face, and a moment later shows you ascending the stairs. Do you have the kobold in tow?
The kobold is kind of in one of my pouches.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, because I didn't. I tried to. I guess I didn't. I forgot to say that I wanted to hide him, but I guess he's in plain sight with me now. So, yes, he's in plain sight with me, and I'm gonna try attempting to hold his hand. But
Joe, did you know about this?
I did not actually know about this.
No, this wasn't a plan that you were privy to. This wasn't addressed with you at any point, was it?
Definitely not. I am definitely just.
No, I don't remember that either. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, so how about we talk about that for a moment, gentlemen?
well,
you down with this? Is
concealing
Taz down with this?
him. I wasn't sure if because I was having a conversation. If they did notice him, they would have said something. So, I guess is he hiding? He didn't say he was stealthing.
Well, neither of you guys did. That's my point. And so I just want to address that real quick because I forgot to address it personally.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm definitely not trying to hide.
Okay. All right, Tess.
Yeah, I'm definitely not just gonna get into a bag.
All right.
Granted, I respect that you are men of some mythical abilities, but I do not trust bags. I actually do not like being confined. So I will kind of wander in tow with you, but I am not going to just hide per se.
Okay.
I am actually very curious about what's going on around.
Okay. So the scene is
kind of peeking in the sights as we're walking through town and whatnot.
Okay. So what is Don Vita gonna do about this, if anything?
Don Vita is gonna keep. If they question why that thing is here, it's like I will say I saved his life, and then I'll say in Dwarvish I'll just say he's my servant, but then nobody understands it, and they just kind of pass it off as nothing.
So the scene starkly changes. Shows you guys walking towards the church. The round doorway comes into view as you guys are stepping towards it. You reach out and pull on the latch, unlocking it and pushing open the door with your elbow. As the kobold scampers by, you walk inside, and the chamber sprawls before you with all the acolytes working away. Guys are carrying herbs this way, carrying parchments that way. Guys are writing scrolls in the corner at desks that line up for about 50 feet along the wall. Overhead there's a balcony. The balcony is rife with the same that you see down here. Guys running to and fro, messages going between different rooms, as well as different magic items, in crates, on dollies, people carrying them, you don't know. The place is busy.
Yes.
That said, you guys ascend the staircase, making your way into the library, and then finally into the maps room. And there in the maps room, the